Hello traders, and in this video we are going to have a look at the Wolf Scalper Trading Robot. This trading robot has taken a 1k account to a 50k account in live trading. You can see this for yourself if you go to the live signal page of the trading robot, link on the screen there. There are a few things though which I wanted to have a look at in a bit more detail, so let's get to it. So here we are with the live signal for Wolf Scalper by Dmitry Kondrashov. Very impressive live signal. He started off with $1,000. He's made a $49,000 profit in 8 months. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Current date is September, and you can see he's made some massive returns on this. And this has been to an equity growth chart. This has been going up. I mean, the drops are quite large. Which tells me this takes small profits and the losses are quite large, but you can see each time it recovers, and we're right here today, and it's very, very impressive. So looking at this, I would look at the broker. I've never heard of Exist Trade W Forex server, and indeed if you click on this, you see that within the whole of the MetaTrader marketplace there's only 2 other signals using this server, which doesn't give me too much confidence that this is a great server, but it could be that they're brand new. I have looked online. This is their broker platform. Doesn't say too much about them, the usual stuff. They do have some reviews on Trustpilot. I did notice that they had only 149 reviews with the company, so it could be that they just implemented this quite recently, or they could be a brand new broker. It's hard to say really, but the results are very, very impressive. Now let's have a look at the trading history. You'll notice it does trade primarily the euro dollar and the dollar yen pair. You also notice these volumes are going up, so it's trading percentage of the account, so getting bigger and bigger as the account is getting bigger. And if you go to the bottom here, click on the very first entry, you'll see that they started off trading at 0.1 lots. Just to see that it was working, and then this jumped straight into your 1 lot sizes for a $1,000 account. So that's quite high margin. You can see here it's a 1 to 100. I would have thought it's more actually, because if you look carefully, what you'll see is it bunches the trades up. So 825, 1 lot euro dollar yen, and it's got with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So literally 5 lots is traded on the one signal here, and it's done the same thing. It's done 3 here, 2 here, okay, 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 5 here. So it's bunching the trades into multiple trades into different lot sizes, and that's how it's able to grow so massively. Let's look at the stats. So 92%, almost 93% have been profits. Let's look at the average profit versus the average loss. See, losses are bigger, hence the biggest drops in the equity growth chart when there's a loss. But yeah, you can see these are the trades it's made, so roughly about the same. It does say in the trading information, in the trading description, that it trades primarily these 2. It doesn't mention anything about pound dollar. Perhaps they're testing them. The most profitable has been the dollar yen pair versus the euro dollar. Still impressive, 18k, 32k. I wouldn't complain. Look at the risks. I mean, big percentage loads. This is the 125, so surprised it didn't blow, but quite often it gets very close to 100% risk. So it is very, very high risk for maximum reward, but the results are very impressive. Now if you go back to the product description, you do it by clicking on the seller's profile. You can see that, let's click on here, tells you where the trading pairs are, the time frame, minimum leverage, With this type of trading, there you are. This is what I thought. These results of scalping really depend on the brokerage conditions provided. So he is using this broker. Where was it? Well, Forex. That seems to be working for him. I personally would use and test it on my recommended brokers, because they're the ones which provide the most safety for your money. And you also need a good VPS just to ensure, especially for trading small pips. You need to make sure you've got a VPS, so you've got always on trading, you've got really fast access to the broker.
Okay, so here are the back tests. Out of the box, the trading robot supports two Forex pairs, the Euro Dollar and the Dollar Yen. Running the back test for the Euro Dollar pair, starting with a $500 account from 2028, the back test makes a 500% return with less than a 15% drawdown. Looking a bit more closely, you also notice that the wins are small compared with the losses. You see the relatively large drops in the equity chart when it loses. You can also see it makes an average $3 versus a $17 loss on a fixed 0.1 lot trading size, so wins are 6 times smaller than the losses. On the dollar yen backtest over the same period, a much more linear chart showing a 280% return with less than a 4% drawdown. This win rate is even higher at 96%. I also put these results into Quant Analyzer, which provides more insights into the backtest results. Indeed, we can see that this is a trading robot which has much smaller take profits versus stops. Majority of wins are less than 5 pips, whilst the stop is 20 pips. Interestingly, more than 95% of the profitable trades are done in less than 5 minutes. Anything more than 30 minutes is a loss. You can also see which times are most profitable. Perhaps an optimization to close all trades after 30 minutes and not open any trades between 8 and 9 p.m. would result in greater profits. With this type of trading for small pips or scalping, it's important to use a spread-sensitive broker and a VPS. This is also mentioned by the author, so you won't get the same results, let alone profitable results, if the conditions are not met. I've never heard of the broker the author has used, and as I showed previously in the video, hardly anyone else in the MetaTrader marketplace. To get the best results, you should always use a regulated broker and a VPS provider which has its servers in the same data center to ensure minimal lag times. I've provided my recommendations for these in the video description box below. The author has also allowed optimizations for this trading robot. Currently, it's been optimized for the Euro Dollar and the Dollar Yen pair on the hourly timeframes. I've run a few more optimizations, as you can see, and if you're a Patreon member of Mr. Allen Forex, you can download these along with the full back tests. If you want to check out our Patreon membership, the link is there for you. So my final thoughts, really impressive results, especially since they are live with real money, i.e. no demo accounts. If they had shown the live results with a more credible broker, this would give me more confidence in the product. The broker that they are using is relatively unknown. We can see from the backtest results that this is a system which has small take profits and stops which are a magnitude larger. However, the good thing is that it is not a night scalper. It does trade throughout the day. Scalping for small pips does mean that this will work best with spread-sensitive brokers and those systems which have a fast connection to the broker through VPS. I would thoroughly test with a small account before going in with any larger amounts to ensure the combination of broker and VPS works. So if you would like to learn more about this trading robot, here are the links to the product. There are both MT4 and MT5 versions of this, and of course the link to the live signal. Finally, thank you for watching, and do let me know what other trading robots you've seen out there which may be worthy of a look. Until next time, happy trading.